Without showing you too much, this is my mom's maiden name. This is my birth certificate. It's the federal version of my birth certificate. I just wanted to show you something. Doing research on my family name, I came to find out a lot of information, but some of it I want to share with you. But please, bear with me. I got multiple devices open right now, so and I just found out this information, so I'm a little bit taken back. So I'm gonna walk you through what I just found out about my family. Okay. I got this on my TV, so please bear with me. If you can see it, let me see if I can open this up a little bit more for you guys. All right. The ancient and distinguished surname Wiggins indicates son of Wingen, right? Personal name derived from the Breton name Wiukan, meaning high or noble, right? High and noble means of royalty, you were someone, you had a house name. That's our family crest right there. Excuse me. This name was introduced into England at the time of the Norman conquest in 1086, Singular forms of the name were still found in Normandy as late as 1198. Rudolphus Wiggin and Richard Wiggin. Okay, you see how those names are spelled, right? Early origins of the Wiggins family. Okay, so the surname Wiggins was first found in the country of Cambridgeshire, so it was first found there. That's not where it originated from, just somebody noticed the name there. It was listed in a Doomsday Book in 1086. Another earlier bearer of the name was Rudolphus Filius Wiggin, who was living in Leicestershire in 1163. Right there, can you see it? Okay. Alternatively, the family could have originated from Wigan, a parish borough in Market Town, which was separate jurisdiction, and the head of a union chiefly in 100 of West Derby. I don't even know what that means, a chiefly in 100 of West Derby. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna have to look into that. But moving on, this place was stated by Camden to have been originally called Wiggins. The nucleus of the town is supposed by Whitaker to have been a Saxon castle. Alright, so that place we're all talking about right now, that borough in the Market Town, the Wigan Parish borough in Market Town, was supposed to be a Saxon castle, right? It was a Saxon castle. It says, but its origin should perhaps be assigned to a still earlier period, right? As 3 Roman roads unite here. Whoa, 3 Roman roads unite here. So that's a trading like post, right? So it's where everybody would meet to trade their goods and go to different parts of separate, I guess, countries, I guess you could say, right? All right, so moving on. It says it should be assigned to a still earlier period as 3 Roman roads unite there. The vicinity is said to have been the scene of some battles between the Britons under the renowned King Arthur. Now, when you click that, it opens up to a whole nother thing, right? But this is basically saying that the territory of my family's name was documented was around a Saxon castle, or that predated the time that they found it. So it predated the time that they found it. And this Saxon castle was in the vicinity to have been the scene of some battles between the Britons and the renowned King Arthur. So King Arthur was there around my family in that time. That was where we lived. That was our land. That was our land. Well, let me not say that. They said that, the name it originated, well, that's where they found the name there. And it was around the territory around with that Saxon castle, so it had to have been around a Saxon castle. That was, there was some famous battles that took place there around King Arthur. So it was like everybody knew who my family was. It says it was the nucleus of the town. All right, so everybody knew what it was. All right, so moving on. It says, under their renowned King Arthur and the Saxons in the discovery about the middle of the 18th century, a large quantity of human bones and the bones of shoes of horses over the extensive tract of ground near his town tends to confirm this opinion. So that was probably my people. That was probably my people right there. They probably killed my people, man, and took over that Saxon castle. So where is that Saxon castle at? It's probably my allodial title on my family. They're selling our merchandise on Amazon. And I go in about that. I think everybody should peel back the layers to their family origins and their history name and see what was taken from you. I hope this helps someone, because I've been trying to tell my family about it and they don't really seem too concerned, but maybe because they don't believe that our family history predates a lot of, all right, so we predate Mexicans, we predate Latins, we predate the Spaniards, we predate a lot of y'all. Sorry to say, but we predate a lot of y'all. You can look for yourself, and to be honest with you, they still actually can't even pinpoint where we came from. They probably still hiding some of that, because they just say like, oh, they just popped up like these territories. You got a Saxon castle that these people were operating out of. It's the nucleus of the town. This is their territory that they was operating. Well, if we operated in territory, man, that how much territory then we operated. We have that. They said the vicinity is said to be in the scene of some heavy battles. You can't have a heavy battle at a small area, bro. Heavy battles are taking place in big areas. So it's about land. Usually it's about land, and then they're finding bones, human bones, and bones from shoe horses and stuff. And like, come on, man, it's right there in front of your face. So my grandmother had this knowledge, and we had a lot of secrets, a lot of bad secrets, man, in my family. And I think my grandmother didn't want everybody to have this information about who we were, because she only told a chosen few. And it got into my hands by the grace of my grandmother, and I was the only one that did the due diligence to try to get up under it. But I think everybody should search the origins of their name and trace the footsteps back. If you know the death where if your mom or your father or your grandparents pass away, you can always go to the hospitals and request their death certificates, and then look for their parents' information on there, because their parents should be on their death certificates as well, who their parents were and how to contact their bloodline. So I would start there and share as much as you can with your family and your children about who you are, where you came from. Do not let anyone tell you who you are and where you came from. I'm actually going under a status change if you want me to show you my papers. Well, as you can see, this is my authentication process that I've been started. You know what I mean? I'm serious about that, because I'm trying to reclassify myself under my rightful title name, so that I can claim my allodial titles for my family through probate court. It's a hard, long process, but it can be done. You see when I started, so it can be done. Just you guys got to stay focused, know where you're going, know where to aim to, and make sure your time is not going to be wasted. So anything that you learn, pass it along to your family. They may be able to help you a little bit more. But stay woke out there, guys.